All right then. So now all we have to do is to go ahead and start customizing this main hero header section. Good. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we have to do is search, get into the layout. This is the main area where we are rendering the children. So I'm gonna close all these stuff. Close it, close it, close it, close it, close it. Let's leave the global because we need that color codes and all those stuff. And here in the root folder, I'm going to get a new folder called containers, and inside the containers I'm going to create a new container called home container.tsx. Save it, and let's mark this one as the use client and rafc, and let's say home container. Save it, and let's get into the app sites page.tsx. So first what we have to do, we have to bring the home container over here, right? So basically this is going to be everything in the main tag, which is flex one, which is basically needs to access the complete width, and let's make sure it's a complete width as well as width full. Inside here I'm going to bring the home container first. So let's bring the home container from the home. So now we have the home container, which is that's a pretty much thing. Then px it's going to be 4, py it's going to be 4, but the minimum devices onwards px, which is going to be 8. Save it. I think not 8, it's 12. Yes, now we have everything in the same sections, just like that. Cool. Now let's get into the home container. So here I'm just going to say class name, which is basically it's going to access the complete width. So instead of this as a division, I'm gonna say make it as a section. Then I'm just going to change the class name. Make sure to access the complete width. Then it needs to be displayed as a grid, and it's going to have grid column 1 on the mobile devices onwards, but once it reaches the medium devices onwards, medium devices onwards, it's need to change the grid column span as 2 different columns. Then the gap between them, it's going to be 4. Okay, we can increase the gap by adding the space x. Perfect. Now we have the 2 different columns, and here okay. So let's have the division number 1 and let's have the division number 2. This is 1 and this is 2. Let's make sure the grid it's working perfectly. That's how we want it, right? And in the section number 2 we have this image, right? So let's make sure to bring that image first. So I'm gonna bring the image, next image, then class name, which is object contain or object. Let's try object cover. Then let's apply the source, src source, which is coming from /img slash, what is that image name? Public image, sorry, not this one, image, not chef. Yes, image 1. Let's try img image 1. Let's paste it, and let's apply the width as 400 and height as 400. Let's check this out whether it is loaded properly. Okay, it's loaded. We have to fix that. So we are getting some errors. What is that? Okay, so image is missing the alternative, of course. Let's say hero. Save it. So we need to adjust this. So let's say 540 pixels as the width. I'm gonna keep this height as the same. Okay, I think this is pretty much more than enough. I think so. Okay, so here is the issue. So I think we need to remove the background. Oh my goodness, I didn't notice this. So we're having some background over here. So what we can do is I'm going to use my Canva, bring it, and I'm going to create myself an empty template. Then I'm going to bring that image. So let me open that image where it is from my local host image 1. So let me bring that image 1 here. All right, so now we have that. Let me make it a little bit bigger so I can see them. Okay, that's good. The problem over here is I have some background. So I need to remove this background. Okay, so where it is, editing, edit, bg, remove. Yes, so it is going to remove that background for us. Okay, now it's done. So I just have to make sure. So let me download and let me check it out. So which is going to be the png itself, and I need this to be a little bit, I think this is 1.5, I think so, 1.5. Okay, this is more than enough. Okay, so make sure transparent background, and I'm just going to download this. Cool, and let me bring this inside the here. Oops, so my bad. We have a large design, so let me reveal in the finder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this one over here, and I'm gonna make some changes, crop it. I just need this alone, not nothing else. This alone itself enough. Oops. Let's cut this out from here, something like that, and let us expand it a little bit. Don't need this. All right, so this is what we needed. Let's crop it and let's save this. Let me close this and let me change this into hero.png. All right, so and let me upload this one in the section, so you can use that hero.png from there itself. Perfect. So let me close this, and this is going to be hero.png. And now if I save this changes, you should be able to see this. Now you can see it's blended properly. Awesome, right? So I'm gonna change this into 600 pixels. Okay, that's too good. That's good. So change this as well as into 620, 630. Okay, that's more than enough. All right, that's pretty much good enough. Okay, so now we have the image sections in our right hand side, and the left hand side, all we have to do is to go ahead and bring all these contents and everything. I think the image is way bigger than we thought. Okay, so we have to enhance it way much bigger. So this is too small. I think 740 pixels. Still, we can't expand much way more than that. 620 pixels. I think this is the more than, yep, this is more efficient. What we have to do is we have to adjust the layout a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure this minimum height of this, it's going to be the screen height. Okay, then the section, the layout is now, it's completely stretched. Section, let's try to take this as the 100% available height. Let's check this out. Okay, it's not stretching out. Why it? Let us inspect the elements and let me bring it to the bottom. Source, elements, section. Okay, so it is actually taking the complete available width and everything only. So let's ask the chat GPT. So let's copy this. Let's give it to the chat GPT where it is. Yep. Let me copy and paste that code. Please make sure the hero image to look bigger and make the content, make the code optimized and professional. So let's see what is the suggestion that it's giving us. Let's try to use that suggestions. So far everything is perfect. It's saying that we did the same stuff. Okay, that's good. Okay, so pretty much good. So it's saying, it's giving us some suggestions as well as for the text as well as. Okay, so we have some content, extra content. Okay, so relative width, full height, minimum height, medium devices height. Okay, so let's copy this code and let's try it. How does it look over here? Uh-huh. So the issue is, let me enable the word wrap. Okay, padding 24, it's too much bigger. So say with padding 12, it's more than enough. This, don't worry about these contents and everything. I'm just going to literally delete that content because anyways, I'm not going to use that. Delete it, delete it. And for this, why we are getting these shadows? So we don't need that shadow. Okay, so I'm getting the shadow over here. I don't need this rounded 2x. All right, so it needs to be contained. Now we have that it's contained in that particular category, and the height, which is going to be 620 or 640, 620, it's more than enough. Good. Now this is pretty much good enough. All right, and in the left section, now all we have to do is to go ahead and bring the text content just exactly the same way what we do have over here. Okay, so I think in the right side, the menus area, see the menu area, it's moved a little bit. This one, it's moved a little bit. Yep, that's the thing. So what we have to do is, let me say minus left 12. Okay, so now this is close enough. It's moved a little bit left side, so we can place the filter sections and everything. Maybe we can keep it 16 as well as 24. Yep. Now I can keep all those contents, everything over here, and here also I can keep the text contents. Let's try that now. Let's say, let's copy this and from here to here, and let's paste the text content. Maybe we can make some changes. Okay, so if you added those filter buttons and everything, it would be way much better. Instead of 24, we can keep it as 18. That would be even much more better. Okay, so we just have to go ahead and filter. We make sure to change all these contents and everything over here, right? And that's what we are going to do next.